Prefatory note of If Winter Don't. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Nigel Boydell. If Winter Don't by Barry Payne. Prefatory note 1. If Winter Comes placed its author not only as a bestseller, but as one of the greatest novelists of today. Not always are those royalties crowned by those laurels. Tarzan, of, if I remember rightly, the Apes, never won the double event, and I am told by superior people that, intellectually, Miss Ethel M. Dell takes the hindmost. Personally, I found If Winter Comes a most sympathetic and interesting book. I think there are only 2 points on which I should be disposed to quarrel with it. Firstly, though Nona is a real creation, Effie is an incredible piece of novelist machinery. Secondly, I detest the utilization of the Great War of the present day for the purposes of fiction. It is altogether too easy. It buys the emotional situation ready-made. It asks the reader's memory to supplement the writer's imagination. And this is not my sole objection to its use. 2. I wonder if I might, without being thought blasphemous, say a word or two about the great novelists of today. They have certain points of resemblance. I do not think that overstates it. They have the same little ways. They divide their chapters into sections and number the sections in plain figures. This is quite pontifical and lends your story the majesty of an Act of Parliament. The first man who did it was a genius, and the other 718 showed judgment. I propose to use it myself when I remember it. Then there is the 3-dot trick. At one time those dots indicated an omission. Today, some of our best use them as equivalent of the cinema fade-out. Those dots prolong the effect of a word or sentence. They lend it an afterglow. You see what I mean? Afterglow. One must mention, too, the staccato style. The style that makes the printer send the boy out for another 100 gross of full stops. All the great novelists of today use it more or less. 3. Let us see what can be done with it. Here, for instance, is a sentence which was taught me in the nursery for its alleged tongue-twisting quality. She stood at the door of Burgess's fish sauce shop, Strand, welcoming him in. In that form it is not impressive, but now note what one of these staccato merchants might make of it. Across the roaring Strand, red and green lights spelling on the gloom, Burgess's fish sauce. A moment's darkness again, Burgess's fish sauce. Like that, truncated, the final CE not functioning. He had to look through it. It hurt him. Hurt horrible, damnable, and his eyes travelled downwards. Suddenly, and beyond hope, she, Isabel at the last, standing in the doorway, white on black, slim, willowy, incomparable, incommensurable. She saw him, and her lips rounded to a call. He sensed it through the traffic. Come in, calling and calling, come in. Come in, ... out of the rain. It's like a plaintive hymn sung to a banjo accompaniment. Incidentally, it illustrates another favourite trick of these gentlemen, the introduction of a commonplace or even jarring detail into a romantic scene in order to increase its appearance of reality. It's quite a good trick. 4. And sometimes, not every day, but sometimes, one gets a little weary even of the best tricks. Need the author depend quite so much on the printer for his effects? Scenes and passages in a book seem to be standing very near the edge, and the wanton thought occurs to one that a little shove would send it over.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?